I never told him about the orphan asylum, and I hated to explain that I didn't know who I was. I may be dreadful, you know. And his family are proud, and I'm proud too. Also, I felt sort of bound to you. After having been educated to be a writer, I must at least try to be one. It would scarcely be fair to accept your education and then go off and not use it. But now that I am going to be able to pay back the money, I feel that I have partially discharged that debt. Besides, I suppose I could keep on being a writer even if I did marry. The two professions are not necessarily exclusive. I've been thinking very hard about it. Of course he is a socialist, and he has unconventional ideas. Maybe he wouldn't mind marrying into the proletariat so much as some men might. Perhaps when two people are exactly in accord, and always happy when together, and lonely when apart, they ought not to let anything in the world stand between them. Of course, I want to believe that. But I'd like to get your unemotional opinion. You probably belong to a family also, and we'll look at it from a worldly point of view and not just a sympathetic, human point of view, so you see how brave I am to lay it before you. Suppose I go to him and explain that the trouble isn't Jimmy, but is the John Grier home. Would that be a dreadful thing for me to do? It would take a great deal of courage. I'd almost rather be miserable for the rest of my life. This happened nearly 2 months ago. I haven't heard a word from him since he was here. I was just getting sort of acclimated to the feeling of a broken heart, when a letter came from Julia that stirred me all up again. She said, very casually, that Uncle Jervis had been caught out all night in a storm when he was hunting in Canada, and had been ill ever since with pneumonia. And I never knew it. I was feeling hurt because he had just disappeared into blankness without a word. I think he's pretty unhappy, and I know I am. What seems to you the right thing for me to do? Judy. 6th October. Dearest Daddy Longlegs. Yes, certainly I'll come, at 4:30 next Wednesday afternoon. Of course I can find a way. I've been in New York 3 times and am not quite a baby. I can't believe that I am really going to see you. I've been just thinking you so long that it hardly seems as though you are a tangible flesh and blood person. You are awfully good, Daddy, to bother yourself with me when you're not strong. Take care and don't catch cold. These fall rains are very damp. Affectionately, Judy. P.S. I've just had an awful thought. Have you a butler? I'm afraid of butlers, and if one opens the door, I shall faint upon the step. What can I say to him? You didn't tell me your name. Shall I ask for Mr. Smith? Thursday morning. My very dearest Master Jervy Daddy Longlegs Pendleton Smith. Did you sleep last night? I didn't. Not a single wink. I was too amazed and excited and bewildered and happy. I don't believe I ever shall sleep again, or eat either. But I hope you slept. You must, you know, because then you will get well faster and can come to me. Dear man, I can't bear to think how you've been, and all the time I never knew it. When the doctor came down yesterday to put me in the cab, he told me that for 3 days they gave you up. Oh, dearest, if that had happened, the light would have gone out of the world for me. I suppose that some day in the far future, one of us must leave the other, but at least we shall have had our happiness and there will be memories to live with. I meant to cheer you up, and instead I have to cheer myself. For in spite of being happier than I ever dreamed I could be, I'm also soberer. The fear that something may happen rests like a shadow on my heart.